Hey, y'all, I'm Shane Sams, the host of the Flipped Lifestyle Podcast, the founder of FlippedLifestyle.com, and the leader of the Flipped Lifestyle community, where we help real people find and use their God-given talents and experiences to create membership sites, to create online income, and create better futures for their families. Now, I'm excited to bring you this training today because it's one of my favorite topics on the planet. It's all about memberships. We are going to tackle the 7 biggest membership myths that not only hold people back from starting, building, and growing their own membership sites, but the 7 biggest myths that perpetuate out there in the guru space, in the guru circles. I don't think that some people out there who say they're experts in online business really understand how awesome memberships really are. And they've got a lot of fears that hold them back from actually adding memberships. They want that high ticket rush of getting that high ticket sale. And they don't realize if they would just play the long game, they'd make so much more money, have so much more peace, have so much more energy, and have so much more time to take care of the things that they really like and they really love in their life. So today I'm going to knock down the 7 biggest membership myths, and we're going to replace them with 7 membership truths. Welcome to the Flipped Lifestyle Podcast, where life always comes before work. We're your hosts, Shane and Jocelyn Sams. We're a real family that figured out how to make our entire living online. And now we help other families do the same. Are you ready to flip your life? All right, let's get started. All right, the first big myth in the membership world is that they are difficult to set up. This is something that people always ask us right before they join the Flipped Lifestyle community and they go down this rabbit hole with us of building online memberships is, well, this sounds really complicated. Of course, I can just record it and I'm done. And, oh, man, I got to have a membership area and I got to have something to talk to people. And how am I going to have whatever, calls with them? And, and they come up with all of these reasons why it would be complicated to set up a membership site. But that is not true at all. It's actually 10 times easier than setting up some gigantic, massive funnels and courses and stringing all your product offers together. And, you buy like 10 different software programs and plug them in just to sell, one video, right? It's actually pretty super easy. All you really need is a platform or something that can do 3 things. You need a place to host content, like your courses or your training videos. You need places where your membership community can talk to each other. That can be something as simple as a Facebook group or an on-suite, on-platform forum. And you need a way to talk to them, kind of like I'm recording this, training right now. I'm using Zoom. Whether you're listening to this or you're watching me on a video, I'm just using Zoom. I just turned Zoom on and I hit record and then I turned it off. That was it. It was super simple. You can do the same thing to connect and do Q&A or lead your people. We actually only use 2 software programs to run our entire membership of hundreds and hundreds of people from all over the world. We host our content on Kajabi, and we have a forum in Kajabi where our members can ask us questions, and that's where we answer them. We added a Facebook group this year so we could have a little more fun with our members. So, if you can use Facebook, you can start a membership group. And we use Zoom for Q&As. That's it. That's all. It only takes 3 pieces of software, really, really super common, easy to use pieces of software to run an entire membership site. And that can scale infinitely with the number of members that you have. So it is not difficult to run or set up a membership site. Don't listen when the gurus say that. If you sign up for Kajabi, you can do that over at flippedlifestyle.com/Kajabi. We've got a special price that we can offer to our audience and our members at flippedlifestyle.com/Kajabi. But if you use something like Kajabi to host your content in your member area, set up a Facebook group, get Zoom, you are on your way to being able to go out and get 1,000 people to pay you $50 a month if you want to. It's super easy to set up. The last membership community that I actually launched and set up, we launched in 3 days. We set it up in Kajabi for the member area. We sent out emails for 4 days, and all of a sudden we had an extra $10,000 a month in revenue. And it only took us about 7 days to set it all up. The software now is infinitely easier than when we first started our membership sites. And it has never been a better time to get in there and get it done. They're not difficult to set up. They're actually easy to set up. All right, that takes me to myth number 2. You have to have lots and lots and lots of content. I do not know where this comes from. I think it's because online business for the past 20 years has been all about like courses, right? And you sell your course and you launch your course and you get really stressed out and you freak out for 3 months and you have this 1-day window to open your course, and maybe you make money, maybe you don't, but then you have to do it again. Right. And eventually you run out of audience members to sell the same course to. So what do? We'll make another course and we'll do it again and again and again. The same thing happens. I'm burnt out and then I ran out of money and I'll make another course. I'll do another product. Right. You just keep making product after product after product, and it gets really overwhelming over time. So when people think about a membership, they think, well, aren't people going to want tons of content? Aren't people going to want this? And am I going to have to constantly add to it forever and ever and ever? Amen. And the answer is no. You don't need lots of content. We've seen membership communities that have 7 20-minute trainings, and that's it. That's the whole membership forever and ever. Amen. Right. And they make up for it with community involvement. Their community hangs out with each other and maybe a monthly Q&A or something like that. But the truth is, you don't need lots of content in a membership site. We actually have tons of people in our community that have content-free memberships. There's no content in them whatsoever. I've got a good friend named Joe Nicoletti over at LearnScrivenerFast.com. I helped him create a membership that he calls Unchained Writer, which is found at unchainedwriter.com. And it is set up to be simply accountability sessions. They have group co-working sessions multiple times a week. So maybe, if you had one a day, that's 5 hours total you work in a week. And he has like 700 or 800 members now, I think, in that membership. And all he does is show up for them. He just shows up, gives them a few tips, and they sit there and work together. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen, but people love it because that membership exists to provide accountability and provide fellowship and provide leadership. And while there are a couple courses that he can give them access to help them be better writers, it's not dependent on content at all. He never has to add anything ever again. So in fact, you can create memberships without any content if you want to do that, and you don't have to worry about it. Brendon Burchard has of High Performance, High Performance Habits, the guy that wrote that book. If you go to his website, he has a membership where it's just him on the first answering Q&A for an hour and a half. That's it, the whole membership. And he charges people, and he has thousands of members inside that community. There's also ways to create evergreen content. I'd say 95% of the courses inside of the Flipped Lifestyle Blueprint were created around 2015 in February, I believe, because I sat down in January and made sure I planned it out where I would get all the evergreen components of building a membership site out into the open, and then I would cover the rest in Q&A. Or our team would cover it in our forums when people asked us additional questions, or if someone commented on the videos themselves, then we would actually be able to just answer them in there. So the truth is, you don't have to have a ton of content. There's ways to make it evergreen. You can add content once a month, once a quarter, however you want to do it. We've seen tons of different pacing schedules based on the niche. But it is a total myth that you have to create lots of content, have lots of content, constantly update your content inside of a membership community to get it off the ground and get it going. Most people don't even care about the content. They don't want the content. They want you, or they want some people to hang out with, and they don't really even need a ton of content to get it done. And also, when people do see content, if you put tons of content in there, you're actually going to overwhelm them and hold them back, right? People need a nice steady stream of content. You have what we call the curse of knowledge. You know all the content, so you want to give them all the content. But most people, they just want one video that they can work on this month. And that's it. If I can do one training a month, I'm good. Maybe for the overachievers, maybe once a week, but probably not. Maybe it's once every 2 weeks for the overachievers, right? So don't put too much stress on your content. Put stress on your leadership and your community, and that's what will create an amazing membership site. All right, the third big myth is that retention and service is really hard with a membership. Oh, if I had 100 members, how would I ever be able to serve all of those people and keep them happy and keep them paying? But the truth is, through automation, through email automation, through group coaching and Zoom calls or on Facebook Lives and things like that, And through great planned out low amounts of content, you can handle a lot of your people's needs by just pointing them to your trainings and pointing them to questions you've answered in the past in your Facebook group or forums. And it's really, really super easy to do retention. Jocelyn and I spend probably about an hour a day ourselves on retention, and we have team that goes in and spends a little bit of time on retention as well through customer service. If people can't get logged in, things like that. And retention becomes really, really actually easy in a membership model because you're going to create community. The community has each other. They're going to feed off each other. They're going to talk to each other. They're going to comment and read each other's comments, and they're going to start answering each other's questions. And retention becomes really, really easy because they make friends and they don't want to leave their friends. They enjoy your mentorship when you're in there, and they enjoy that. They like to know that the content's there when they need it, like a security blanket, so they don't want to quit. And because you're not charging them thousands of dollars up front, we're charging a smooth, easy monthly price. They're going to pay month after month and year after year, and it's not going to feel so heavy and oppressive, right? So retention is not hard. Service is not hard, and it doesn't take a ton of time to have absolutely amazing retention. And once you get to where you have like 6 months retention, you can start doing some amazing things and get that longer and get that better and start really investing in your business. So don't believe people when they tell you retention's hard. Retention is only hard when your product and service suck. If your product and service, if your product doesn't deliver a result and it's not good enough, you didn't put enough work in your product. And if your service, if you don't ever answer them and you don't ever talk to them and you want to set it and forget it and just leave them in there, you're like, yeah, they're not going to pay month after month for a bunch of courses. But if they know you care, they know you love them, they know you lead them, and they know that they've got friends, they're going to stick around, and it makes retention super easy. All right, number 4, memberships are high energy. That's a big myth. Oh, it just takes, I'm going to be working 70 hours a week in this membership, and oh man, it's just going to be so hard to do. No, you're going to work 70 hours if you have one-on-one coaching. You're going to work 70 hours if you sell a course and it's terrible and you charge 10 grand for it and they're going to take you to court. That's when you're going to spend a lot of energy and a lot of hours. But memberships actually are really, really low energy, really, really low impact, and only take a few hours a week to run. I mean, imagine if you had 500 members paying you $50 a month. That'd be $25,000 a month. A community that big can be ran in 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday, right? So if you could work 10 hours a week and make $25,000 a month, would you do that? Wouldn't that be amazing? How awesome does that sound, right? And I know that's true because I've done it multiple times. We've created multiple businesses that have been able to get to that amount of people and that amount of members and that amount of cash flow. And we've seen it over and over again. When it's built correctly, the Flipped Lifestyle Blueprint way, it only takes a couple hours a day to run. You can even take a day off and nobody will notice. If you wake up on a Wednesday and you're not feeling good, just, I'll do it tomorrow. It's okay. My members are going to talk to each other. My members are going to watch the courses passively. They're going to ask questions, and they're going to be there waiting for me the next day as well. We never plan in any week, and we run multiple businesses. I think right now we're running 3 full-blown subscriptions with a 4th one in development right now. Plus, I do coaching program. Plus, I make a lot of content. Plus, I'm a guest on a whole lot of other podcast shows. But I still block my time off from 10 to 3, Monday through Thursday, right? That's 20 hours a week to grow a 6 and 7 figure business. That's crazy not to go down that path, and crazy to think that it's high energy to do it. In fact, memberships, because of the way we structure them with great passive evergreen content, with amazing community structure so that you're going to have, when you're not there, they have each other, right? Or your team. And so that you show up for them on those Q&As once or twice a month, and you're leading them, right? You don't have to put tons of energy in it. In fact, it's going to be a whole lot less energy than that living launch to launch, feast or famine course model that everybody feeds you. It's going to be a whole lot less energy than the stress that comes with that high energy ad stuff where you're doing $10,000 a day in ads and you hope you make it back, right? Or building out some insanely huge team that you have to do just to manage your coaching schedule, right? The truth is that memberships are lower energy and take less time than almost anything else you can do online to build an income for your family. All right, myth number 5. Nobody's going to pay me every month. I mean, come on. I mean, my niche, they're all poor, right? Nobody's going to pay me month after month and keep paying like I'm, like just going to send me money every month, right? Like $50 a month, $100 a month. Who's going to pay that, right? Well, listen, that is totally not true. We have sold to the niche markets, the lowest of the income niche markets you can do. We sold to school teachers. Right? School teachers are broke, right? I was making $2,500 a month as a school teacher in Southeast Kentucky, and there's millions of teachers out there in rural areas that are making the exact same thing, right? So we were easily able to get people to pay $49 a month. We were able to get people to pay $100 a month. We have people paying us $200 a month for subscriptions and membership newsletters. We have members like Brooke Castillo, who's charging $300. She's a Flipped Lifestyle alumni, has a $30 million membership. She has thousands of people paying $300 a month. You see, the truth is the entire world is trained to pay you monthly. You know what the world is not trained to do? Give you $1,000 for a video lesson. They're not trained to give you $10,000 to work with you one-on-one, but we are trained to pay that monthly mortgage, to pay that car payment, to pay that cable bill, to pay our water every month, our electric every month, our Netflix every month, our Hulu every month, our WWE network every month, our ESPN app every month, our Spotify every month. The entire world is trained on monthly payments. That's just the way we do things. Why? Because most people don't make enough money to go out and make these massive purchases. Most people don't feel good about going into debt to buy your 997 course at the end of your webinar. But what they do feel good about is, hey, this fits in my budget. I got a couple $100 extra every month. I can pay $50. Man, I'm going to get to learn what I want and get the result that I want. All I got to do is pay $50. Plus, I'm going to have friends and a leader to help me and guide me along the way. This is amazing. Why would I not do that? So that's the truth. No matter what niche you're in, people actually prefer monthly payments. They prefer low barriers to entry. They prefer to be able to cancel anytime and not feel so much risk and not have to go ask permission from their spouse or their significant other to, drain their emergency fund to buy a live event or whatever you're selling. Like, people are used to it. And think about this. If someone's paying you $50 a month and they stick around for a year, that's $600, right? Lifetime value. Plus, you have a chance to sell them something else if you want to sell them some higher tickets or some other subscriptions. If people pay you $100 a month for what you serve them with, that's for 10 months, that's $1,000, same 997. But you have this thriving community. People are getting more out of it because you're working with them longer. They're getting better results. They're getting greater benefits. You're actually throwing your pebble in the pond and causing a ripple and making an impact. You're not just trying to get their money and get them gone as fast as possible. It feels better. It looks better, it works better, and the truth is people will and prefer to pay you on your monthly membership over other ways to get income online. All right, myth number 6 is that everybody that has a membership site is broke. You can't possibly make as much money. I mean, my last launch did $20,000. Yeah. That's what my last launch did. It did $20,000. I mean, that felt good to, work 90 hours a week for 8 weeks and then that one payday of $20,000. And now I've got to do it again next quarter. But, $20,000, how good does that sound? Sure, that was revenue. And I had to pay all my VAs, and that cost me $5,000. And then I had to split all the money with my affiliates, and that was half of what was left. And of course, it only made like $5,000 or $6,000. But what, $20,000 on my last launch? How good does that feel, bro? I mean, how many times have we heard this story from people, right? And they use that as a hammer on the membership model, like $50 a month. Wow. But they don't realize it stacks day after day. If I had one member a day for 300 days, I've got 300 people paying me $50 a month. That's $15,000 a month. How was your launch that you made $15,000 in a day? And guess what? You didn't make anything the next day and the next month and the next month. You're working for free while you're living launch to launch, all stressed out, watching your money go to zero, and you hope it does it again. But me, you see, I've got that $15,000 a month, and I can predict it because I know my average customer stays 6 months. So I know I'm going to get paid $15,000 every month for 6 months in a row while you're sitting there worrying about your next launch. I'm just worrying about replacing churn. Oh, okay, I lost 20 people. If I get 21 this month, I grow. That means that's less than one a day. You think I can't do that? The truth is, The membership model makes more money than the launch model or the course model or the coaching model ever could, for less energy, less time, less risk. And once you get the machine rolling, you have no fear of getting paid tomorrow. You know, we don't only wake up every day and we've already been paid from renewals when I check it every morning, right? But I know that I'm going to get a raise today because somebody's going to join my membership. You ever had a job where you can get a raise every day? That's the power of the membership model. It scales, it grows. It not only makes you more wealthy in monetary terms, but it gives you more time and more freedom. So you become rich in all of these other areas in your life as well. Memberships are where true income is built. That's the truth, right? Why do you think Disney Plus launched a membership and got 89 million people to pay them $6 a month? Do the math. They know they're going to get that money next month. They don't have to worry about how many people come to the park or if coronavirus is going to shut it down. They don't have to worry about it. When coronavirus hit here, everybody else was freaking out. Businesses were closing down. Well, guess what? We knew we had a lot of runway. So we calmly made a plan, and our business membership grew in the middle of economic collapse and a global pandemic, because we're not confined by the people that show up at our webinar. It's our entire audience is in the world, and we just have to go get a few of those people every day to grow. And a membership is actually not only the fastest way to make $1 million. I mean, all you need is 833 people to pay you $100 a month, or 1,000 people to pay you $83 a month to get to a $1 million run rate. That means you're making enough money every month to add up to $1 million a year. But those members, they stay with you. You see, when you go to the second year, you get to stack on top of that, so you can keep the $1 million or make more, right? Whereas if you make $1 million a year selling coaching, well, you're putting a lot of hours in. I feel sorry for you if that's how you're going to make your $1 million. If you're doing it on courses, well, guess what? You're either going to have to make new courses, or you're going to have to find 1,000 new people to give you $1,000 to get to $1 million, right? The real truth is the people who make the most consistent, most stable, most scalable income are doing some form of monthly membership model, and the people who are making the low income are the people who are living launch to launch, and they just want you to make it look, they just want to look cool when they can shout on that big number, and they lost half of it anyway. Right. All right. The last myth on my list, number 7, is that you have to constantly open and close your membership to create any version of scarcity and make any money and to actually get people to join. But that is the biggest lie that is perpetuated. It's the biggest holdover in the DNA of online business from when everybody sold courses, and they couldn't create scarcity unless they lied. So they had to open and close it once a quarter just to make a bunch of money and hope that they did it again next year. It is not true. You should not open and close a membership. You should leave it open. That's the truth. Like, that's the beauty of the membership model. People can come in and join every day. They can move in and out of the clubhouse just like a country club. Like, what if a country club said no one can play golf today? You can't join the membership today. They would eventually go bankrupt, and they wouldn't be able to replace their churn or replace any members that died off or quit, right? No, you want to leave your membership open all the time. And instead of open and closing to create scarcity, you create promotions, right? Like 4 times a year, we have a seasonal sale where we give a quarterly discount. You know, if our membership's $100 a month, I might let you join for the entire quarter for $200, right? So we have a promotion that opens and closes, and I can do a promotion every week. I have 52 opens and closes a year where I can use promotions and discounts and commitments and bonuses, where I get to give myself a raise every day. I get to make more money at the end of every week because I can constantly add new people in. So it is a myth that you have to open and close your membership. And there's a lot of people out there teaching the membership model who are wrong about this. And they open close because they're selling courses. Instead of a member, they're selling courses on how to do a membership, and they don't even have a membership. So of course they're going to open and close their thing, but they're lying. They're not lying to you. They're just misinformed. They have the wrong belief system about how to actually sell more members, create scarcity and urgency, and get people that join your email list and follow you online to come into your paying membership gated community. It is a total myth that you have to open and close a membership. You should leave them open all the time. So that's my 7 biggest myths that I just wanted. I've been hearing these all year long, and I just felt like I needed to put it on tape I'm an old football coach. I still say tape. I know we're recording this in the cloud, but I'm putting it on tape right here forever that memberships are not difficult to set up. Go to fliplifestyle.com/Kajabi and check it out. It's the easiest platform I've ever found to start a membership site. I know that anybody out there listening to my voice can start a membership site. You don't need lots of content. You only need a few things to start out with. It can grow over time. You can add it when you want. But the truth is, you don't need a lot of content. Retention is not hard. It's actually easy, and it takes only a few hours a week to actually do it for an infinitely scalable business. Memberships are not high energy. They are the lowest form of energy of online business I've ever found. I've done it all. I've coached. I've sold physical products. I've sold digital products. I've sold courses. I've sold everything in between. I've soared with the eagles and slithered with the snakes, and I've climbed the mountaintops in between. And I'm telling you right now, out of every business model you could do online, e-commerce, whatever, the membership model is the lowest energy one you'll ever find. People will pay you month after month and year after year. Don't believe the experts that say people don't like monthly payments. Actually, the world runs on monthly payments, and you deserve to get a piece of that pie. Memberships can scale bigger than any other model, courses, coaching, whatever, e-commerce, whatever it is. And you can do that with very, very, very low overhead. So you're going to make a high income when you start a membership site, and you do not have to close those memberships. You should leave them open every day of the year so you can get a raise every day of the year, just like we've been doing for years and years and years ourselves. So I hope that helped you move forward with your membership dream, with your online business. I hope you realize the truth now, and you're ready and you're excited to go build and grow your own membership business, membership website. We'd love to help you. You know where to find us. If you're a member of the Flipped Lifestyle community, go log into your library. We have all the courses you'll ever need. They're not overwhelming. There's not a million of them. We tell you the basic steps. We get it done, and we get you to where you can launch your membership site. You can check that out. You can hang out and talk to us in the forums and the Facebook group. And you know I will be there for you every single month on our live Q&As with me, where you can get your answers to your questions. And if you're not a member, head over to flippedlifestyle.com/free. You can try it all for free right now, and you will see that you can actually build a membership site business that gives your family a better future and helps you accomplish your goals and reach your online dreams. That is all the time I've got for you today. I will see you on our next training. Till next time, get out there, take action, and do whatever it takes to flip your life. It ain't going to flip it by itself. You got to do the flipping. So get those legs warmed up and start flipping, y'all. I'll see you next time.